Grug has two neighbors. First neighbor is smartest cave person in entire valley. Solves complex hunting problems instantly. Remembers location of every mammoth migration for past 10 years. Tribe's best strategic thinker by far. Also completely broke. Panic sold all investments during last market crash. Bought expensive cave at peak of market because everyone else was buying. Spends more than he earns every single season. Cannot explain why. Second neighbor is average intelligence by any measure. Not fastest thinker, not most analytical, but has more saved wealth than anyone in village except the eldest. Never panics. Never chases trends. Just quietly does the same boring things every single season. Grug very confused by this. Intelligence should predict financial success. Smart people should make better decisions. Why does reality look so different? Grug investigates. And Grug discovers something that changes everything. Financial success is not primarily an intelligence problem. It is a psychology problem. Your brain, the same brain that helped your ancestors survive predators, is spectacularly poorly designed for modern financial decision-making. Not because your brain is defective, because your brain was optimized for a completely different environment. Today, Grug explained the 6 most destructive psychological biases in personal finance, where they come from, how they destroy wealth. Bias number 1, loss aversion. Grug feels the pain of losing 100 teeth roughly twice as intensely as the pleasure of gaining 100 teeth. Research by psychologists Caveman and Tursky showed this is universal human experience. Losses hurt approximately twice as much as equivalent gains feel good. In cave ancestor world, this made perfect sense. Losing your food supply meant death. Extreme sensitivity to loss was survival advantage. In modern financial world, this is catastrophic. Loss aversion causes cave people to sell investments the moment they drop in value to stop the pain. Grug shows example. Market drops 30%. Grug's 100,000 tooth portfolio is now worth 70,000 teeth. Pain is intense, unbearable. Grug sells everything. Market recovers over next 2 years and goes 20% above previous high. Because Grug sold at bottom, 70,000 teeth locked in. Loss aversion cost Grug 50,000 teeth. This happens to millions of cave people in every market crash. Not because they are stupid, because loss aversion is literally wired into their brains. Grug stands up and walks to cave wall. Carves number 2. Bias number 2, present bias. Grug's brain values things available right now dramatically more than things available in the future. 100 teeth today feels much more valuable than 150 teeth in 1 year. Even though mathematically 150 teeth in 1 year is better. Present bias is why cave people spend today instead of saving for future. Choose immediate small pleasure over future large reward. Procrastinate on starting retirement savings for years. Take on expensive debt for immediate consumption. Grug does the math. Cave person who starts investing 200 teeth per month at age 25 retires with approximately 700,000 teeth at 65. Cave person with identical income who waits until 35 due to present bias retires with approximately 340,000 teeth. Present bias cost the cave person 360,000 teeth, just from 10 years of procrastination. 360,000 teeth sacrificed for present comfort that Grug cannot even remember a decade later. Grug carved this number into cave wall permanently. 360,000 teeth. The price of present bias. Bias number 3, herd mentality. Grug's ancestors survived by following the herd. When everyone runs, you run. When everyone fears, you fear. Question the herd and you might get eaten. In financial markets, this instinct is catastrophic. Grug notices everyone in Valley buying cave investments in 2006. Prices going up every month. Everyone excited. Herd is running this direction. Grug runs too, buys at peak. Market crashes 40% in 2008. Grug notices everyone in Valley panics selling in March 2020. Market crashing. Cave virus destroying economy. Everyone terrified. Everyone selling. Herd running away from investments. Grug runs too. Sells at bottom. Market doubles within 18 months. Herd mentality causes cave people to buy high and sell low. Exactly opposite of what builds wealth. But fighting herd instinct feels genuinely dangerous to the human brain. Going against the crowd triggers the same anxiety as being separated from the tribe. It feels like a survival threat, even when it is the financially correct decision. Grug carves this on wall. When everyone is excited, be cautious. When everyone is panicking, be curious. Grug sits back down and continues carving. Bias number 4, anchoring. Grug's brain latches onto the first number it sees and uses it as reference point for all subsequent judgments. Grug sees cave listed for 400,000 teeth. Owner drops price to 350,000 teeth. Grug thinks, 50,000 teeth discount. Good deal. But Grug never asked, is 350,000 teeth the right price? Maybe fair value is 280,000. Maybe the original listing was arbitrary. Grug anchored to the first number. He made his decision based on comparison to the anchor rather than independent assessment of value. Anchoring destroys wealth in investing too. Grug buys stock at 100 teeth per share. Stock drops to 60 teeth. Grug refuses to sell because he is anchored to 100. He says, I will sell when it gets back to 100, but 100 has no special significance. The price Grug paid is irrelevant to what the stock is worth today. Bias number 5, overconfidence. Grug surveys Valley Cave people, asks, are you a better than average hunter? 78% say yes. Mathematically impossible. Only 50% can be above average. Grug asks, do you think your investment picks will beat the market? Most say yes. Individual cave people with less information somehow believe they will do better. Overconfidence causes cave people to trade too frequently. They take concentrated positions and ignore diversification. Confidence feels good. But in investing, humility historically pays better. Bias number 6, mental accounting. Grug treats teeth differently depending on where they came from. Grug works hard for 1,000 teeth. Very careful. Grug wins 1,000 teeth gambling. Spends them freely on things he would never normally buy. Same 1,000 teeth. Completely different behavior. Because the brain puts them in different mental accounts. A tax refund is just your own teeth that the government held temporarily. It is not bonus money. It is your money. Mental accounting causes cave people to keep expensive debt while holding savings that earn less than the debt costs. Paying off debt with savings is an immediate guaranteed 16% return. But mental accounting keeps cave people from doing the obvious thing. Grug stands up again and faces the cave wall covered in biases, 6 biases. All working against Grug's financial well-being. All wired into brain by hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. Grug cannot eliminate these biases. Nobody can. They are features of the human brain, not bugs. But Grug can build systems that work around them. System 1. Automate everything possible. Automatic investment contributions remove present bias from the equation. Money invested before Grug sees it cannot be spent on present consumption. Grug never has to choose between saving and spending. System makes the choice. Automatic payment of bills removes decision fatigue. Automatic rebalancing removes emotional selling decisions. Remove the human from as many financial decisions as possible. Because the human brain is compromised by biases in these situations. System 2. Written investment policy statement. Grug writes down his investment strategy when calm and thinking clearly. What he will buy, how much, when he will rebalance, under what conditions he will sell. When market crashes and loss aversion screams at Grug to sell everything, Grug reads his written policy. Policy says, do not sell during crashes. Add more if possible. Grug follows policy instead of emotion. System 3. Friction for bad decisions, ease for good decisions. Grug makes it easy to add to investments. Grug makes it hard to sell. No trading app on phone, must use desktop only, must wait 48 hours. Adding friction to impulsive bad decisions dramatically reduces how often they happen. Making good decisions automatic increases success. System 4. Seek disconfirmation. When Grug thinks he has found a great opportunity, Grug looks for reasons it might be wrong. This fights overconfidence and confirmation bias. If investment survives Grug's active attempt to find flaws, it deserves more confidence. System 5. Ignore short-term noise. Grug checks portfolio value once per quarter maximum, not daily, not weekly, quarterly. Every time Grug checks portfolio and sees loss aversion activates. Checking less frequently means less exposure to short-term volatility. Studies show investors who check portfolios less frequently achieve better returns. Not because of different investments, but fewer emotional interventions. Financial success is a psychology problem more than an intelligence problem. 6 biases destroy most cave people's wealth. Smartest cave person in Valley makes terrible financial decisions because intelligence does not protect against psychological biases. Average cave person with good systems beats smart cave person with no systems every single time. Grug has good systems. Next video. Grug discovers insurance. Tribe says insurance is waste of teeth. Grug investigates when Tribe is right and when Tribe is wrong.